Hello, ladies and gentlemen. It's Montez McCabe from itsmontez.com. Thank you so much for tuning in. And as you know, on this channel, we're going to be talking about value. If it's not about value on this channel, it's not going to be here. If you've read the title, you already know what's going on. We've had her on the channel one time, loved it so much, figured we would have her right back here on this channel to go deeper into the basics. Ladies and gentlemen, we are live. So if you want to chat with me, you could do so. Hit it in the comment box. Got any questions? Type them in, and I'll make sure to ask any of the questions that you have. You're looking for a shout out, maybe she might give you one. If you're looking for an answer to your question, you never know. Ask, she might answer it. That's probably what will happen. She will answer it. Again, ladies and gentlemen, sharing is caring, and I want you to care. So what you're going to need to do for me is smash that like and then press that share button. Share it with someone because this is going to be value. It's going to be value, getting you back to the basic strategy, growing your business. Without further ado, Miss Louise Julien, thank you so much for being back on the show today.
I'm very pleased to be back, Montez. The last time we had such a great time together, so why not come for a second round?
Right, get the second round going on. So tell them again, and any of the new viewers, if they're new, go ahead and tell them a little bit about Sassy Entrepreneur. Tell them a little bit about who you are and what you do.
All right, well, my name is Louise Julien. I am the Sassy Entrepreneur. I am an online marketer, forex trader, mentor, and coach. I help entrepreneurs take their businesses to a whole other level, and teach them how to build their businesses, how to build their teams, and to create value in the marketplace.
Sweet, 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 sweet. So how long have you been doing this again?
I have been doing online marketing for 2 years now.
Sweet.
A little over 2 years now.
And so what have you learned since this process? Because again, like I kind of really want to jump into these things, but kind of just filling around, giving these people some substance before we hop right in here. What have you learned in these 2 years as being like your own entrepreneur, being your own boss, putting your marketing skills out there? I mean, what have you taken from it so far?
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. There's so much that I've learned. This entire journey has been a learning process from beginning to end. And I shouldn't even say end because even now I am still learning as an entrepreneur. And when you come into this business, you have to have that mindset of perpetual learning. You're always learning something new that you can share with others. You're always learning something that's going to help you with your business, that's going to help you be more successful, that can change things for you. I would think that my greatest takeaways, especially with being successful in online business, because everyone is looking for that pill, right? They're like, oh, I wonder if that's going to be the pill, if that's going to make me successful. But guys, mindset is like a huge thing. It's a huge, huge thing. If you don't have the proper mindset to be an entrepreneur, then you're not going to be successful.
You hit mute accidentally. We got the mute on there accidentally.
That,
All right, and then there we go. Or it said the
yeah,
mindset.
so that call was coming. Yeah, because you're stuck in the employer mind, the employee mindset, right? Where, you know, you're basically, unfortunately, basically like a sheep. You're following, you're just following, and you are, eating at the table of the lions.
Mm,
You're
mm.
eating at, and I know this is a weird way to say it, right? But how I look at it is that a lion or tiger is a predator. It goes out and it hunts for its food, right? The
Absolutely.
sheep, the sheep sits around and waits for the master to come feed them. So you
Mm,
have to be a lion in this industry. You have to be a lion, tiger. You have to decide to yourself that yes, I'm going to do this. I'm gonna be successful. I'm gonna make this a success, and I'm gonna help as many people as I can. You have to understand that being an entrepreneur is not a magic pill. It's not a push button. I'm gonna be successful overnight thing. It's something that you have to actually work at. You've got to put in effort, but at the end of the day, the effort will be worth it.
Breaking that cycle, that's the hardest thing for people is like repeating something over and over and over again and really trying to break a habit. And then also to creating good habits. That's a hard thing to do as well. Like, for instance, some people might say, I want to work out. I want to get back in shape. I want to do these things. And so like, I want to speak on that. But let me go inside this chat box before we keep going and
Okay.
give some people. Let's see what's going on inside here. We got Nallen's Merchant says she likes it. She says hello. The white Tupac's
Hi.
back on again. He said yo, and he said, oh my God, she is so pretty. No filter, no chill, no filter TV. What's up? I am already interested. So he's definitely inside the convo. J.A. Tony Clark. Hey, first time, hello. Cheers. You're right about habits, So, hey, we got them tuning in. We got them listening. And ladies and gentlemen, if you have any questions, make sure to ask them. And Miss Louise will be able to answer those for you. But what I was saying, though, about the habits, sometimes it's hard to break a bad habit. And it's also hard to create a new habit. Now, coming between the two, to drop a bad habit and to create a new habit sounds like it's something easy, but it can be very difficult. Can you go into depth for me a little bit on how maybe you can create a good habit out of the bad habit that you dropped?
Oh yeah, and I'm gonna even use myself as an example of that. I remember when I just got started online, there were a lot of habits that I had to break. I was very disorganized. I didn't have the right mindset. You know what I mean? And I didn't realize that I had to put myself into that mode where I learn and apply. And it was very, very hard for me at first to get everything together. Because one thing about being an entrepreneur, remember, you are now in charge of your own time. There's nobody to tell you work starts at 8, you get your break at 12, and you come back to work at 1. There's nobody to tell you that. You are your own boss, and you've got to decide within these hours, if I'm working 10 hours a day on my business or whatever, what am I doing in these 10 hours? Am I actually getting stuff done? And I believe one of the things that actually helped me a lot to break the old habits and get into new habits is to practice the new habit that I wanted to emulate for 30 days in a row constantly. So I gave myself a challenge and I followed through on it. So every single day, no matter how I felt, no matter what was going on, I would do those things constantly, right? To get myself on track. And what I noticed is that after this 30 days of committing to, doing these things and changing these habits, that new habit became an old habit. It became something that was, as I was continuously doing it, until I was doing it, unconsciously, subconsciously. I was just doing it, and little by little I formed these new habits. So every month I would work on something, and I would say, okay, I'm working on this for 30 days. Okay, I'm working on that for the next 30 days. And my habits, my old habits, they slowly receded into the background. And now, I'm so much more organized. If you ask Montez, every time he talks to me, I'm like, okay, let me check my schedule. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Because Yeah, every day, everything that I do for every hour is accounted for. I know exactly what I'm supposed to be doing at exactly what time I'm supposed to be doing. Who am I supposed to be speaking to? What am I supposed to be doing right now on my business? At the end of the week, when I look back at my schedule, I'll be like, wow, I really accomplished a lot of stuff this week.
Right, right, right. So like I agree with that. Taking it and then writing it down and keeping yourself organized on there. And I really like
Accountable.
how you talked on breaking the new habit and creating the new habit. And being able to get that. Now I was thinking I'm thinking as far as like when it comes down to like time management, right? Because that is a big name of the game. And
Oh,
you
yeah.
doing all this businesses. I mean, you're doing like two basic businesses right now, and like having all and musicians. So like let's add that in. So let's not even take that out. You're doing so much. So time management and being able to spend your time on the things that you see more profitable. How do you? And it might sound so cliche, finding like, well, I should know what's the best and most important. Well, sometimes you may know what the best and what the most important is, but you may spend too much time on the most important things. So, like, how do you go about time management? How are you finding time to make sure that you're spending it in all areas?
Well, what I would do is, okay, so for instance, right, I've got, my online business. I've got Forex, right? I've got my social media marketing business, and I recently just added a new one, which I'm starting with. Okay, so that's for businesses. Now, what I would do is, I would say, okay, so this is for businesses, which means that if I'm working 8 hours a day, I'm going to dedicate 2 hours a day per business, right? Or if I'm working a 10-hour day, that's 2.5 hours or more. A lot of times I work like 12-hour days, depending on what I really have to do. Okay. So I would say, like, in the morning, obviously, my online marketing comes first because, I do my daily lives and stuff. So around that same time I'm doing my daily lives, that is when I take the time out to reach out to people, network with people, do what I've got to do on Facebook and all of that good stuff. All right. Then I would move on to my next business and so on and so forth. And all of that, I've placed that into my calendar. Now, pardon, depending on what my goal is for each of the businesses, that is what I would set my tasks to do, right? So, for instance, um, as I said, I just added a new business on. So my thing right now would be, okay, now I've got to build an audience for this business, and I've got to start building relationships with people surrounding that particular niche. So in order for them to further convert into sales, it may be the same day or a couple days or a couple weeks after, whatever, but building a relationship with them. So I'm starting with that. So I'm knowing, okay, when I'm doing this business, this is what I'm focusing right now. This is the most profitable task for me to, to do right now. So when I'm working on that business right now, I'm going to be working on networking, building relationships with people, and constantly, as usual, providing my value so that they know who I am. They know what kind of person I am, what I can offer them, and how I can help them succeed if they do decide to join me in my business.
I'm looking down through the comments while you're discussing on how you're breaking down your time management. And Miss Janet, she says great advice, and I said I agree. And then Miss Cindy says, Cindy Vlog says, sounds very much like what I have to do. It's a very good routine to get into. And then J.A. Clark says, sorry, I didn't get to now for now. Oh, they're back now. So thank you for being back on, J.A. Tony Clark. Yeah, I think what you said, the routine and breaking it down into a routine is it's very important to get into, and your steps and how you're doing that. Now, how do you feel with Forex, adding Forex in there, because there's not I mean, like there's set hours that you have to be in there now. Adding that in there and then managing that, how much has that intensified everything?
Well, actually, it's pretty easy because I mainly trade the London session, and that is like 2 a.m. in the morning. So, like in the evenings when I'm done with most of my stuff for the day and stuff, I'll take my time, look at some charts, look at the peers that I want to be I want to be trading the next day, charts and everything, and I close my computer. I've got my alarm set for 2 a.m., which is 8 o'clock London time right now, because I'm on Central Standard Time. In Eastern Time, it would be 3 a.m. for you guys, but 2 a.m. for me, right? And I get up, I look to see if my markups was right, it's going exactly where I want and whatever. I place my my pending orders or whatever. If it hits the it is, then I'm in the trade. Usually I'm in the trade, all morning. By the time I wake up at 6 or 7 o'clock in the morning, and I look at my phone, the trade is already running and stuff like that. I can decide to either get out of the trade or stay in the trade longer. I'm basically done trading for the day, and I start my work.
You know what? I want to kind of on this, like getting down with like the younger generation, getting the younger generation and putting that dedication inside the younger generation on how to, because I mean, I guess like not only do you have to be timely with your time, but you have to wake up on timely manners. Can't sleep all day, can't sleep all night. I always like to say the hustle is real. The hustle is
Oh
as
yeah.
real as it gets. Can you speak on that, please?
Oh yeah, the hustle is definitely real. And if you're somebody who knows what you want in life, you do not have time to sleep. Although I am guilty of taking a nap in the afternoon sometimes.
Right.
Okay? Sometimes you just gotta listen to your body. If you're tired, you take a power nap, you get up, you go again. You know what I mean? But definitely, you have to push. You have to take massive action. If you are not doing that, then you are sleeping, because there are people out there who are pushing and they are taking massive action because they know why they are doing what they're doing. So if you're finding that you're in your business and you're lacking the motivation to hustle, and you're finding that the reason why you started your business is not motivating you anymore, try motivating yourself. What do you want? Do you want that Lambo? Do you want that house? You know what I mean? Do you want those that new gold plated chains or whatever these guys are into? You know what I mean?
Right. The gold plate, maybe the gold tooth,
The
or
gold teeth. What is it that you want? Because sometimes it's like we start because of our kids or because of our family and stuff. But when we get to a certain point, it's not really enough to push us to give it that extra push, because it doesn't really motivate us. We are not doing it for ourselves. But self motivation and self incentive has always been, over the centuries, a way that people get motivated. Just think about it. If when you're at your job and your supervisor tells you, well, if you get 5 more sales today, you get a $50 bonus on your pay. Damn, you're gonna push to get those 5 sales, right? Because you want that money, right? So
right.
if you're not motivated anymore, think of something that you want, your dream car, like your Range Rover or your BMW or your Bugatti or whatever it is that you want. When you think about those things, it gets you excited. It gets you in that, that thought of desire again. It gets that fire going. And once you get that feeling going, you hold on to that feeling and you use that feeling as fuel to give you the push. And once you've harnessed that feeling, the next thing for you to do is get a pencil and a paper, or a pen and a paper, and write down the things that you think you need to do to actually be successful and get that Bugatti or get that house or get that car, whatever you want. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely, absolutely. I just J.A. Tony Clark says we could be motivated by extensions of our life in some shape or form, and that's absolutely correct. I can agree on that. Now, I want to actually that kind of could segue on the oils, the BGS oils that you and that.
CBD.
I'm sorry.
CBD.
Got DBD oils. I can't. I won't. You know me. I do the best I can to get it right. Okay. But so like if we go into that and getting the people off the opioids, getting the people off of these, and then getting them on this substance here and the body and getting sound back. That's so powerful to me, and I'd like to kind of talk about that a little bit. Whenever you went into doing this business, there, it's a lot different than well, I guess you can do health and wellness, but then if you're looking at like what maybe like Zija, that's like something that's like, or even Melaleuca, that's health and well. But this is kind of like it's totally different. So what's it like being in the market selling the BDD oil?
CBD.
I'm sorry, what's it called
C as
again?
in cat, D as in boy, D as in duck.
CDB.
C
I'm right.
CBD.
CBD, which stands for
It's cannabidiol.
cannabidiol. All right.
Yeah.
All right. So when you got into doing CBD oil, that was a totally different step. Now, what
Yeah.
was that like doing business and yeah, what's that like?
Well, it is definitely, more challenging than traditional health and wellness products, considering, where we have the legal implications, seen as it is a byproduct of cannabis, actually the hemp species of cannabis. Cannabis has two species, hemp and marijuana. Hemp is the species of marijuana that has a whole lot less THC than marijuana, than the marijuana species, right? And so yeah, it does have its its challenges, because people have different concerns. Will it show up in my blood tests and all of these kind of things? The people have these concerns. um but we are doing research on whether or not it does show up in your blood test. I'm having somebody test that out this week. But otherwise, people are realizing the benefits of it, because the benefits surely do outweigh the disadvantages, especially if you're somebody who is taking it for like pain meds, chronic pains or epilepsy or anything like that. If the CBD is working for you, then there's no need for you to take traditional medicine, and there is no need for you to be taking any blood tests and that kind of thing, or pain management classes or anything like that. You know what I mean? So CBD definitely has its drawbacks. But I think what has drawn a lot of people to it is the benefits, knowing that it can help them with the epilepsy, Alzheimer's. It can help them with the cystitis. I had someone on my team. She actually was suffering from cystitis for over 20 years. And because of her now using the CBD oil, she is in remission. She has not had any flare up since she started taking it. She has not had any lumps. You know what I mean? She can eat whatever she wants. She doesn't have to be afraid to go out anymore, because she always used to have bathroom problems because of the cystitis. It's like she could wet up herself at any time, and she used to be scared of going out because of that. And now she can go out, drink, eat comfortably, not have any flare up, not have any problems. She has energy now. Her skin is glowing. She is losing weight. She's fitting into dresses that she hasn't fit in over 5 years. I mean, the benefits outweigh everything else. You know what I'm saying? And
Absolutely.
of course, no matter what you are using, even with traditional medicines, you've got these disclaimers saying, oh, this may help you with your pain, but symptoms may be blah, 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 blah in the small print, right? So I don't think it's any different than that.
I'm going down through the comment box inside here. J.A. Tony Clark says CBD oil is good business to be in. Hemp is every form now and is a good business to be in. And then he says yes. He says yes. I'm occasionally have had people in public with general didn't matter what color they were. The bus drivers purposely gave me the wrong information when I asked for it.
Oh,
Wow. And then he says, I think that we all need to prevent disaster in business management. I agree. Preventing,
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
I think that's hard. It's hard to do, but it would be something very good to do. Prevent to disaster for business management. Now, how do you? That's a good. He says that's great and really great. I'm glad to hear she's doing much better. Absolutely, great to hear she's doing better.
Yeah.
Now, as far as the company that you're doing now, what's it called again? It's CBD oils, but where's it? How does someone get in contact with you if they're looking to get started or looking to buy a vial or looking to get things going on?
Well, they're looking to get started, they can just message me. I'll send them the link to, to get started. If you want to use the product or if you even want to promote the product and sell it, you can do that. When you do sign up, you're provided with your own, e-commerce website free of charge. So signing up is free. You know what I mean? You get your own website, you get your own back office, and you get 20% commissions off the bat just for joining. And you get an additional 30 to 50% commissions when you actually order something. So when you order the product, then the entire compensation plan opens up for you where you're able to earn more money. And of course, you want to be a product of the product. You actually want to try it. You want to see what the effects are on you. You want to see how it helps you. And you want to be able to help others as well with your testimony. Because first thing they're going to ask you is, how does it taste? How do
Right.
you feel when you use it? You
Well,
know what I mean? So you
but,
want to be able to answer questions.
yeah, you don't want to be like, oh, I don't know, I haven't took it. I want you to try it first. Like it's not.
Right, right, exactly. Exactly.
That's funny. That's really funny. Now, let's change it up in gears and let's go back to the basics, back to the basics of everything, and kind of like retarding things down for some people. I know that there's a lot of misconstrued situations when it comes in on social media. We tend to think that the person on the other side of this computer isn't a human being. We tend to think that for some reason, when I say sub for sub, you're supposed to sub me back. This is really what's supposed to be going on. Like, I would really like to go in and talk a little bit more about the back to the basics. And could you take us back to the basics, please?
Yeah, definitely. Well, online marketing, network marketing, affiliate marketing, whichever area of online marketing that you are at, no matter what, it is about people. I always say when I start my lives, I always tell people, give me a like, give me a love, because we are in the love and people business. And that is the way I look at it. When people see that you really genuinely care about, they are going to want to join your business. They are going to want to, be a part of your team because they feel like, okay, this person is going to help me be successful. A lot of people are catching up to these type of marketers who sponsor them into a business, take their money, and then just disappear. You never hear about them anymore. and you are now left overwhelmed. You've got access to this information, and probably you have access to some back office training, but you have no idea what to do with it. You have no idea where to start first, or where, you know what I'm saying? So you need to take the time out to actually build relationships with people, help them to get to know who you are and what you are all about. You know what I'm saying? So, that is very, very, very important. A lot of people, when they just get started, they just start spamming people. I actually experienced that today. This guy sent me a friend request and I accepted. And before I could even message him, and tell him, thanks for sending me the friend request, he was like, have you maxed out all of your 5,000 friends yet? I've got something that can give you 5,000 targeted marketers.
Mm, mm.
That was his first message to me. And I'm like, do you realize that you are marketing the wrong way?
It totally puts a disgusting taste in my mouth. Like, yeah, the filth. It makes me so frustrated. Like,
Yeah.
I try not to do it. Well, so how did you handle the situation? How did you handle it?
Well, I didn't get mad or anything, but I told him, I thanks, but I actually am building my audience the right way, and I know how I can build my audience. But the way that you are marketing right now to me, you are marketing the wrong way. It's like you and I going out on a first date, and you said, "Let's have sex."
Right, trying to get freaky. That ain't gonna work. You can't do that. Like, you gotta start somewhere in the beginning. You don't just be like. And so, like, how do you suggest building a strong relationship? How do you suggest doing that?
Well, first of all, it starts from your profile. Your profile needs to be branded. If you do not yet have your brand, you need to start thinking about how to create your brand. You need to first create your brand, because your brand is based your profile. If you're using Facebook, or if you're using YouTube, or LinkedIn, whatever you're using, your profile is your storefront. It's where people come to find out about you. Now, and you want to post the right stuff. You want to give value on your profile. The first thing people usually do before they add you up or send you a friend request is they look at your profile to see what kind of person that you are, and they want to know if you are a person that they actually want to request a friendship with, right? Once they've done that and they've decided, okay, this may be somebody that I want to connect with, they're going to send you a friend request, right? Once they send you a friend request, now you want to build a relationship with them. Don't just accept the friend request and forget about them. They sent your friend request, tell them, thanks for sending me a friend request. Ask them questions. What inspired you to actually add me up as a friend? And they will tell you why they decided to add you up as a friend. Is it that they maybe felt like, whoa, you have a lot of value, that they may want to, connect with you and find out more about your business. They might want to find out how they can learn from you. They might just want your positivity on their profile. You're just gonna build a relationship with them. Ask them about their self. Do they have kids? Where are they from? What they do for a living? Is that their passion? Just get to know them. And trust me, they will eventually ask you what you do. And when you tell them what you do, you're not going to do it in a pitchy way, like, hey, I'm a digital attitude. Join my business. No, let them know what you do. Okay, I'm an online marketer. I'm with Digital Altitude. We teach entrepreneurs how to start their business online, blah, 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 whatever. I am so blessed to be in this space because it has changed my life. And you know what I mean? And you just
Right.
keep building the relationship.
Building is the key there. Building is the key. A lot of people say, hey, you know what? I want money. I want money right now. I want the money. But I tend to tell the person, at an extent in time, money is important and you do need money for your services and people should pay that money. But sometimes it's that relationship that's more important. Now, what do you suggest
Right.
for a person that uh, maybe they become a waste of time. Not really a waste of time. It's just like, you know, you got to find out who to spend time with, who not to spend time with. I got to cut this person off. I got to cut, you know, I got to, when it comes to cutting things off, cutting people off, saying, hey, look, it's a time sucker. You're a leech. I can't allow you to keep on leeching my energy. How do you decide on who you're going to cut off at that time? What kind of process are you going through?
Well, first of all, there are a couple things, right? Firstly, mindset. That shows when you are speaking with them. When you speak to them about certain topics, you gauge their responses. You see how they respond to you, right? If you're talking to them about your business, that's another thing. Like, you know how some people always ask info. But when you actually go to give them their information, there's somebody who they never take action on it. Those are people that, you know, you're definitely gonna want to remove from your friends list, because if you're not converting, what's the point? Yes, we're building. If you're never taking action on anything at all, you know what I mean?
Right.
That as hard as it is, because it used to be really hard for me. Like, I had a whole lot of friends on my friends list that wasn't converting, but I was like, oh, but
I
he's
don't
my
want to
friend.
delete them. Yeah, yeah, they're my friend. I don't want to delete them. I want to keep them, but you're like, no.
Yeah, you just have to suck it up, because at the end of the day, you know, we are here we are here to make money, and we're helping people along the way. Now, horse to the water, but you cannot make him drink. So if you keep telling me, oh, I need help in my business, I want to be successful, you keep telling to me over and over again, and I'm telling you, okay, come ahead, join my team. You're going to get access to my mentoring and my training. I'm going to coach you and show you how to do this. And you only keep finding excuses and keep coming to me, oh, I want to be successful. Can you give me some tips? Can you? And I'm like, hello, I just told you.
Right.
You know what I mean? You're not, if you're not willing to invest in yourself in that way to be successful, then why should, you know, I continue to spend my energy and my time? I already do that every single day, giving you free value on my Facebook. You know, you go through my profile, and there's so much stuff that you can use for your business right there without you having to pay a red cent. You know what I mean?
Absolutely, absolutely. You got all
Right.
the value there. That's how I found you. I went on your Facebook. I saw all the value there. I was like, "Wow, this is amazing!" I was like, "Let me get her on the show." And you know what? In the comment box, actually, Miss Cindy's blog says, "Oh, I hate those people that do that all the time." I think she was actually talking about the people that just want to get something off of you and don't really want to
Yeah.
stay and get the knowledge. And then she says, she's exactly right. If a person gets to know you when they become interested in what you're doing for a living, they will genuinely want to know. And I can agree with that.
Yeah. Yeah. Because basically, in this particular business, attraction marketing works best. You know what I mean? You give out value, you help people to you help people with tangible tips that they can take action on their business, and help them, to of success. You show them who you are, you show them your lifestyle, you just be honest about it. You don't need to fake it to make it, or any of this nonsense that some people are spouting, fake it to make. You do not need to do that. Just be honest, provide real value, and people will come to you. People will want to join your business. And no, it is not an overnight fix. It takes a while to build your brand because people want to see you being consistent so that they will recognize you as a leader. They actually want to see that you're consistent first and that this is not just jumping on the online marketing train, but you are actually someone who is serious about your business, serious about building, and serious about helping people. Then they will join you.
You talk about genuine. I mean, it's just really basically letting someone see inside of like they want to see. Are you a leader? Are you just are you gonna say like the fake? I mean, I just love how you capitalize on it. Now, what do you got to say for a person that might be stuck in that middle ground and they're saying, I don't know if I have value. How can I put out value? I don't even know if I'm valuable. How can you let that person know, hey, you are valuable. This is what you need to start doing. How would you get someone to flip that rock over and say, you know what, you're shining on the other side?
Yeah, you, no matter who you are, you definitely, if you don't know, how to provide value, or if you don't know what to talk about, all you need to do is do some research. We've got Google. Okay, here's a tip. Okay, sometimes when I don't know what to do my Facebook live about for the day, I would just go, to Google, and I would type in, anything about the marketing. Let's say I type in um, mindset for online marketing. Okay, I would type that in, go through on Google, probably go to some sites that have some real authority information on online marketing. Something with a fresh view, because I don't want things to be repetitive on my profile. I want to, teach on different things, right? And you can go through the other articles, take notes, learn from that article, and then just pass the knowledge on to your audience. You could have done a training today. Go on a training, learn something about Instagram, learn something about YouTube. You know what I'm saying? You just learned it, and then you go back on your Facebook profile and you teach it.
I
Go
like
back
that.
to your teach it.
I like that. Go learn it, then go teach it.
Yeah.
Like
Learn it, teach it. Learn it, teach. Yeah.
I mean, that's awesome. Don't,
And you're
don't
providing.
No, that's awesome. Don't recreate the wheel. Just repackage it. Me and a buddy I used to talk to quite often, his name's Chemo. We used to talk about the same thing. There's no reason to recreate and just go learn it, then go teach it. That's perfect stuff. I think that's definitely going to be a highlight on here later on, ladies and gentlemen. You will be seeing that video out, ladies and gentlemen. You'll see that one now. I would love to kind of touch in on this one. I saw you made a post there, and this is really important to me because I just want to see what you think about it. Now, paid promotion versus promotion. At some point in time, you will need to spend some money to get some promotion, but
Yeah.
there's a way to do it. There's a way to go about paying some money to go get that, and then there's a time for that. I'd like for you
Right.
to go in and kind of like dissect that for the audience.
Right. Well, here's the thing, right? Free promotion and paid promotion, they all have their benefits. But if you're just getting started online, I do not recommend it going to paid promotion. You will lose your money. Okay? Because you know absolutely nothing about it. A lot of people think, well, if I go in and I do paid promotion, yeah, I'm gonna get sales, I'm gonna get rich, I'm gonna get so much money. Let me tell you a little story. When I just got started with online marketing, right? I remember I got started with Digital Altitude, and their whole thing was like, oh, paid promotion, solo ads, and stuff. Okay.
Uh huh.
Now, I went and I spent money on solo ads, and I was crushed. I was crushed like a little bug.
Oh,
Okay. I lost all my money and had absolutely no sales because I knew nothing at all about it. And I was wiped clean when I said that all the money that I had for my online business, because I had actually gotten a loan to start this business,
oh,
and all the money I had was wiped out
oh my
from
gosh.
paid ads.
From paid ads, what were you using?
Solo ads. That is what they were promoting. They were promoting solo ads. Use solo ads, and you'll get sales and signups. I got zero, zilch, nada. Okay.
You know,
I was wiped out and I
an
was
empty pocket. You
forced
got an empty
to
pocket.
go
That
to
is
Facebook.
crazy. That's crazy. So don't go that no. So what'd you do? How would you bounce back? What'd you do to bounce back after the distraughtness?
Uh,
You're down. You're like, oh my gosh, what happened? How did you bounce back?
yeah, I was forced to go to Facebook, to the free marketing. I was forced to learn Facebook marketing. I was forced to go down that route because I was like, okay, I came in this business to win it. How do I go from here? What do I do? Because I'm wiped out. I don't even have any money to spend on my business and invest in myself anymore. What do I do? And I had to learn Facebook marketing. It pushed me. And I'll tell you, it was quite a bit of a learning curve getting to learn Facebook marketing. It was quite a bit of a learning curve because I had to learn, branding. I had to learn how to brand myself. I had to learn how to build, build a network, build relationships, how to build my audience. I had to learn all of these things. And it was tough. But guess what? Right now, I'm getting, more leads and sales for my business than I ever did using paid ads.
And I think this brings it to the perfect moment, and I think it's just perfect to kind of chop it up right about here. Is that like even though you made the mistake of losing the money or you didn't get what you wanted out of it, you didn't let it beat you down, you didn't let it hang you up and wash you out for dry. You was you went back swinging. And so I always try to harp on you have situations. I said one time, I said just because you stub your toe, you don't cut it off. You have choices, So like for I think that's awesome. Allowing your not so your failure or your no win. I don't lose, I learn, and I like you to talk about that. I'd like you to kind of like go in and let these people know, don't take your loss or your L as like, a tally mark. It's really
Yeah.
not that. It's a time of rebirth. It's a time of renewal.
Yep. 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 Wow. I have failed in this business so many times. I have fall flat in this business, fall flat on my face so many times. I have thought of quitting so many times, but it is worth it at the end of the day. You just got to pick up yourself and say, okay, I learned what not to do in this particular situation. I did this, this didn't work out, so I'm going to change my tactics. A mistake that a lot of people make is that they keep doing the same thing over and over again and failing and expecting the same results. You cannot do that. If you keep knocking your head against the wall, you're gonna get a burst head. I
You
don't.
know?
You gotta say, okay, I'm knocking my head against this wall. It's not falling down. Okay, I'm gonna go get a sledgehammer and I'm gonna go at it.
Right,
You're gonna get a bigger impact like that. You know what I mean?
right.
You know what I mean? You
Absolutely.
you can't you can't things happen, and you're just going to use that experience to make you stronger. You're going to use it to understand what does not work and create a new strategy for going forward. And if you don't have any idea where to go, contact somebody who you think that is a leader that can perhaps give you a tip or some insight as to where you should go next. Invest in yourself, get a coach, get a mentor, somebody who has actually been there and has gone through all the fallings on your faces, has gone through all the failures, and know exactly where the holes are in your path, and will show you how to sidestep them and go straight, to that goal where you are looking for.
Powerful. Go invest in yourself and go get someone that's already fell through the pits a couple times, got a couple scrapes and scars. Don't go through the same mistakes they went. Use them as a guide and let them be a guide. You're never too good to learn from someone else. That's something I always say. You gotta beat that into your head, and once you get that, you'll see flowers, you'll see things just start to bloom. So we're going on our hour here, and I don't want to keep you.
Wow, already?
Yeah, we're going on. Yeah, it's always fun when we talk to you. I do hope to have you back on the show again, if that would be okay with you.
Sure.
Awesome. So, ladies and gentlemen, you make sure we're gonna be having her on again. But as you know, before we end this show, I'll make sure you tell your social media sites. They are in the description box, ladies and gentlemen. So if you want to go follow her, they are in the description box. You make sure you go in there and follow. But go ahead and plug your social media.
Right. On Facebook, you can, my name is Louise Julien on Facebook. On YouTube, you'll find me Entrepreneur, Louise Julien. On LinkedIn, I'm Louise Julien. You can contact me on any one of these platforms. You can shoot me a message, and I will respond to you as soon as I see it.
Awesome. And as you always know, before we get off the show, we usually do this. We let you ask a question to the audience. Any question you have, I'm going to edit it down. I'm going to send it out. You know how I get down. Any question for the audience at all that you would like to ask them?
Well, I usually ask you guys, did massive value from this interview? If yes, please comment and let me know. I really appreciate it.
If you got massive value from this content, please type in that comment box. Yes, press a 1. Press yes, YES 1, something. Let us know that is value and value to you, and you were able to take it in and use it for your life and wherever you're going, whether or not you wanted to do the entrepreneur thing or whether or not you just want to work harder in your life. I mean, you can apply this any way that you go. But thank you so much for being on the show, Miss Louise Julien.
It was my pleasure. I do enjoy sharing value with people that is going to help them to be successful in life, their business, whatever. If what I say helps you in some way, then that gives me massive satisfaction.
Sweet. Ladies and gentlemen, you heard it right there first from the Sassy Entrepreneur, Miss Louise Julien. If you need anything from her, or if you're looking into getting any of, actually, you know what? I'm not gonna just hop off like that. Let me go back through this chat box real quick. I'm sure y'all were like, hey, wait, hold on, wait. I'm gonna go through this chat box and see what it says. She says, my motto. I don't know how to close this thing down. I don't know how to make it go away. That emoji bar, ladies and gentlemen, do you all know how to make that thing go away? Cool. Close. All right, keyboard. There we go. All right, I made it go away. It says, Miss Cindy says, I don't look at my failures as failures, but I'd rather another learning experience on what to do, and that's so powerful, right? Why not another learning experience? And she says motto, and I put the smiling face, and she said, good information there and very positive attitude. I really enjoyed this chat. So we have our first answer to your question. It's really good information, and she really did enjoy the chat. Awesome. So Yeah, no, I didn't want to hop off here and not read the comments, ladies and gentlemen. I'm so sorry for that, but we are actually going to be on the close down. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Montez McCamish from itsmontez.com. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and share. If you don't do that, you are not going to be able to keep up. Duh. Thank you so much for tuning in, ladies and gentlemen. Peace.